All right, my soul is leaving my body right now. I'm trying to record this video for the 6th time now. Windows is just being very annoying. It actually messed up my microphone, so if the audio quality in this is bad, I apologize for that. Generally. With that said, we're going to be taking a look at some 3D prints in this video. I want to mention that the prints that we're looking at are about half of what I actually printed today. Some of the pieces did fail, unfortunately, but it was a failure on my part, not the printers. They all came out looking great, but interestingly, Lychee or something else added in some like extra supports that I didn't tell it to, which is really weird. So like some of the pieces are just like straight fused to the base plate now, and I cannot get them off, and it's fine. And there are some other issues with them too. It's no big deal. I will go over that stuff as I continue to learn, as I continue to hone my skills. That said, without further ado, let's go ahead and focus on it. First, we're going to take a look at Galva's pieces because I printed some of his and I printed some of my models as well, starting with this Kakama right here. Lovely piece that was revealed, I believe, last year during the Bionicle Day, August, but I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. And it is a lovely piece. I honestly thought that this was going to be a little bit too big when I saw it in pictures, and it is a flat image, so that's probably why. But seeing it here in 3 dimensions, I think this is actually a pretty perfect representation of this piece. I really like it, and it is a nice sort of nod to both his Nuva form mask and his Mata form mask, keeping a lot of aspects of each, even some maybe unintentional subtle nods to his 2008 mask as well, though I could be just seeing things there. Still, this came out looking absolutely incredible, and it does fit Lego pieces as well. Has a Mata head connection here, as I believe these are designed for like upgraded Nuva essentially, and it will fit the Mata head, though it is a bit of a tight squeeze, which is honestly what you want anyway. So let me go ahead and push it in here very quickly. But of course, the eye holes align. It's what you would expect. It's Galva's work, right? A very wonderful 3D modeler out there. And again, although I think they do commissions, they also do a lot of free stuff, or at least, rather, let me rephrase that. They have a lot of free stuff you can go and download for yourself over on like Shapeways and Thingiverse, etc. With that said, the next piece that we're going to take a look at is this one right here. This armor piece is a very popular one in the community as well, as it was designed, I don't know, probably several years ago at this point, and very clearly takes on design attributes from the Nuva armor, specifically back in 2002. I really like how this ended up actually coming out. Again, when I look at these things in 2 dimensions, everything looks too detailed or too big, and then I have them in front of me. I'm like, wow, actually the attention to detail here is impressive. It's wonderful work, but this is, of course, not the only piece Galva has modeled, because they actually modeled a piece for me a while ago. I ended up actually getting a commission from them for this piece right here. This is the piece that I sketched up as a design for Gali Mystica's Aqua Axe, and I love it. It is designed to be used in tandem like this, and it can be connected to the bottom of her feet as these sort of fins, which is obviously lovely, but also inspired by the hooks that she originally used, as well as hooks for Vampra's set, because I designed this not only to be used with her, but also used with the Makuta for 2008 as well. So Vampra and Chirox both would actually use this piece. Next up, we're going to take a look at a system piece here, which is this one. This is a piece that I designed, and I really think Lego would benefit from having a piece like this. This is specifically, as you can see, still on the base plate because of these large supports that were thrown in there. I don't know what causes that. It's got to be a topology issue. I don't know. I'll try and fix it at some point in time. With that said, though, the actual piece itself looks wonderful. And this is obviously just a larger version of Lego's 2x2 by 2/3 sort of rocky textured piece. It's a really lovely piece in general, and so this is just a bigger version of that, designed to fit in to plates specifically. The idea for this is basically to be a piece that can be used to join plates together, so you have something that's like structurally more solid, where maybe you don't have like a full build or something, but at the same time it allows you to have something that's pretty low profile. It's 2/3 of a brick tall. However, if Lego was going to design this piece, I think they would make one change. This has a 2x2 set of studs on top. I would probably extend that out to this flat side here so that it would be a 4x2 instead of this, because I would want to be able to actually attach the Lego, like the removal tool, to the top of this, which currently you can't do, at least not like this. And since there's no ridge along the side to grab onto, and it's only 2/3 of a brick tall, well, that's a problem. You'd be having a harder time getting it off of plates. That said, the studs here do work. They're a little bit looser than Lego studs, but again, for a piece that's printed, I am not going to complain about that at all. Like, that's good. I like that. I'll take it, you know? Lastly, 2 more pieces, this time both minifigure compatible pieces. We're going to start off with this one right here, Kopaka's shield for the minifigure. Of course, in this case here, having a stud on top, though it is again a bit loose, unfortunately, and on the back side here, a bar, which actually works out quite well. If I was going to make this again, I would up the scale of it just slightly so that that bar is a little bit thicker, give it a little better grip, why not, and so that the stud is thicker as well. As it stands, the bar can fit inside of hollow studs and will hold. It can fit inside of axles and will hold as well. In fact, I can show that, I guess, since I've got a Glatorian neck here, and in fact fits very well. So this is a piece that I had designed, so I'm very happy about it and the fact that it came out and that it fits. But it is also clearly reminiscent of an old retro piece from Lego's space themes, like way back in the day, which is sort of like a antenna satellite slash, I want to say metal detector kind of aesthetic. I don't know exactly what the piece is supposed to be. It's just futuristic, that's all. The last piece that I have here, which unfortunately is a bit of a fail, but, ran into some bugs, no big deal, is this piece right here. Minifigure scale Kakama, and I'm hoping that my camera decides to focus on it. It's not deciding to focus on it. Whatever the case, this is not the camera for small scale stuff like this anyway, but I'm so happy with it. It's not perfect, and for what it's worth, it did end up having some issues on the back side, leaving a kind of weird artifact inside of the anti-stud there, meaning I can't actually connect it to the anti-studs, but at the very least it does fit over top a minifigure head and does fit around it, which is good. That's the whole intention here. I guess I could show what that looks like. It's not going to attach to the head at all, but at the very least you'll be able to kind of see how it looks aesthetically. So it's a little too high up because that stud can't go on there. It's I'm so happy with it. I'm telling you guys, maybe the next video will be the next Lego Bionicle system set. I'll talk about specifically why I think that works, at least has the best chance of working for a Bionicle revival. But that is its own thing. I've got 2 more of those videos to make, and I know they're not the videos that perform as well on this channel, but still, I love designing those sets. I have loved making those sets, and I love talking about them. So until that video, if you guys did enjoy this one, make sure to leave a like and subscribe because it tells YouTube that you like this type of content and it'll show you more. Hopefully that video next. With all that being said, if you want to join the conversation, make sure to check out the comments or check out Discord, Instagram, or Patreon if you want to support the channel and get some perks. You'll be among 500 members over on Discord, 2,800 followers, whatever, over on Instagram, and I don't know how many on Patreon, but 10 or something. So thank you all so much for everybody that does contribute, and thank you all to everybody who's just following along with this journey and having fun along the way. Hopefully I've taught you something. All right, I'll see you all in the next one as I continue to learn about 3D printing and screw my head on tight. Take care.